me open work. Not this. Let me create any, or let me open. I'm saving as this new rule set version. Create and open. Oh, I think it is wrong. Now I have opened the section. Okay, and I'm just doing some changes. Okay. Mm, just adding the label. This is the implementation operator, right? EMP operator. So this is the change I have done. Okay. Now I'm logging into the application by using framework operator ID. ofw.com. Again, it is auto I. Okay, let me open that section. Anyway, both operators can have access to both framework and implementation, right? So let's open that framework. iPhone. Section customer details, right? So here also I'm adding the label. Okay. Now see, uh, one operator is already opened this rule and made the changes, and again another operator opened the same rule and made the changes. So the main good practice is once any one of the operator open the record, the another person cannot able to open, but still it is open. Let me say I'm just saving this. Now just go to the other operator ID, click on refresh. See, whatever the changes that implementation operator do, the changes will be gone and framework operator changes will be reflected. FW operator. Here we have given a FW operator. No. For the implementation login, we have given the IMP operator as the label, but it is changed. So it is like a parallel development, and it is making conflicts between the two developers work. So we cannot make able to do that. So if one operator is open, and if he do changes, and if again one another operator is trying to open the rule, it will throw an error like some so and so operator is working on the rule. Okay. Now whenever the first operator made changes and he successfully saved, then only the another operator can able to open. Okay. So in order to avoid these kind of issues, this data manipulation issues, Pega came up with concept like check-in and check-out. If you open the rule set version and if you go to the security, you can see the use checkout option. Okay, if we check out this one, now up to now whatever we have only delete action save, right? Now I'm using the checkout and just saving this. It is saved. Now click on refresh. Now you can see checkout option is there. Okay, so it means if we can see the rule is able to check out, it means the rule is can open by can open anyone. Let's suppose let me like this. We need to add the checkout option to all the rule set versions. First of all, let me add use checkout, save and same as like implementation. Now going to the customer details. So private edit in the sense of it is already locked, right? So that's why it is coming as private edit. I We can also do like if you want to make any changes and you don't know whether the changes are working or not, you can click on private edit and continue with private edit. And whatever the changes that you are doing, those are not reflecting anywhere in the application. You can just try it yourself and you can do unit testing. Whether it is everything fine, then you can save these changes to the newly created version. Okay. And when we click on discard, okay, whatever the last check-in changes is there, right? From there, what are the changes that we did now? Okay, in between these changes only will be discarded, not entire changes. Now, so this is the customer details, right? So now I am check out this one and I have deleted this label. Okay, I have deleted this label. Let's say I just open this rule and again I'm going to another operator and I am trying to open this rule. It is getting error. Sorry, we cannot able to open this because if we click on the icon, this recorded was checked out by devimp@icici.com less than a minute ago. We checked out record in the sense of whatever the rule that I have checked out, we can see, but you cannot able to do any changes here. So the main purpose of this check-in and checkout is it will prevent parallel development. Okay. Okay. So the main thing is to avoid parallel development, we are going to use check-in and checkout option. Okay, this is main thing about check-in and checkout. uh, let Now I can show you like I am checking this let's check in this one, save, check in. Check in the sense of this operator changes has been done and he successfully saved the rule. Now if we refresh here, now we can check out and we can make able to edit the I mean we can make the changes. Okay, so this is about the check-in and checkout. Okay, and in rule set version, so check in and check out, and the same way, if anyone is open to try to opening this one work object, and let's open the same work object ID with this operator. See, in case of work object ID also we are getting error. See, once this person open, ICA auto 1 is currently being modified by DevIMP and may not be edited simultaneously. As rules, we cannot able to work two operators on the same work object ID. At the time, only one can be operatable. Okay. So how this error coming and how this locking happen, we'll discuss at the time of case steps like that. So this is the default behavior. Okay. So suppose you have submitted. Okay. I have submitted and I have closed this one. And now, if again I try to open this case, oh, so I already submitted there, right? So that's why it is showing the doesn't have any field set defined. Let's say we'll take another one, auto 6. Go. Now if you open the auto 6, it will throw error. So error coming. I'm closing auto 6. And let me close and open it again. Now he can able to open. Okay, understand? Only one can able to make the changes. Another cannot. Once the changes has been done by one operator, the other operator can proceed with his changes. Okay. Now we'll see about the report definition. Let me open one of the report definition which already we have. Where it we have organization, right? This is the default report definition created by PEGA when we are created a data type. So what is meant by report definition? How we can able to use it? So report definition is mainly used to fetch the data from database table. Okay. So if you want to see the dxobj class, I mean that instance class, same like you can see that control F dxobj. Rule obj report definition is the class for the report definition, and it is created under the reports category. So just a minute. So, so report definition is also one of the alternative of activities. So let's say report definition is used to fetch the multiple records from the table. So for which method it is alternative in the activity? So instead of creating activity and fetching the records, multiple records by using obj browse, we can use the report definition to use the same for the same kind of purpose. Okay, so wherever it is possible, as PEGA suggests that wherever it is possible, either we can use the already existed OOTB activities, or if it is only the thing, if it is only the thing that activity may can satisfy, then only we need to create activities. Otherwise, if we need to setting the if we want to set the properties to the values instead of activity, we can also use the data transforms. Okay, like that. Any you always need to find a solution to avoid activities. Okay, and it is not always possible to avoid activities because activities can do many things. Okay, now so report definition is one of the alternative in the activity of obj browse method. So obj browse method is also like it will fetching the multiple records from the table. The report definition also can able to fetch the multiple records from the table. So we need to create the report definition rule where we have the table class. Suppose data countries are available in data countries class. That's why the report definition also we need to create in this class only. Okay, and what are the features of the report definition? So if you see after we run the report in action, if let's run the report. So I have run the report. I have got the results. Here from here we can save this report, summarize this report, and export to PDF and export to Excel. These are the features of report definition. Okay, we can make it as PDF. We can save it as Excel, and we can also summarize this one, and we can also save it. These are the features, and we can also display the report as charts. You must have the report with at least one aggregate numeric column with the defining a chart. Let me take it as a private edit. Query aggregate like, so I'm taking country code as count. I'm just saving. Invalid sort order blank. If you go to the chart now, we can include the chart now here. So we can also do charting like, okay. So like this, we can also generate the chart here. So we have see number of types of charts: combo charts, area charts, funnel chart, pyramid, bubble, pie, bar, column, line. So this here we have a number of charts based on the report and how we want to display it to the users. We can take the charts. Discard. Mostly the charts are not going to use it in the BPM application. Maybe for the sales applications, maybe they can use. But as of now, I didn't see that charts are used. And now, once we create a report definition, okay, we need to add the report under some category and make it as a report viewer. It means whenever the here we are developer, we can able to see the report. But if we want to make this report to the end user in the sense of the person who is using our application, if you want to make this report visible on the browser, go to the report viewer, and if we choose display in report browser, if we select, we can able to make this report to the end user. Okay, so here we can use the report title. Okay, and display in report browser means we can able to make this report browser visible to the login users. And query, in the query, whatever we have, whatever the columns that we want to retrieve the data, we can provide the columns here. So these are all OOTP properties. The only the country code and country name are our columns, and we can add filters like uh, so how we want the filters, like suppose I want to retrieve the data of country code which is equal to that values available. We can also use functions. So I want to retrieve the country code only IND is condition A, condition 1. So like this. So whenever the report runs, only the India country code will only be written. Let's private edit it. Before we when we run this report, we can see that four countries are populating. Now if you see, see only India is coming, but we have seen the four countries, right? Before adding the filter, now we can able to see only one thing. So this is how the filters are working. And if you go to the data access tab, as same like SQL inner join, outer join, right join, left join, we can also use we can combine the different tables in one report definition, and we can also retrieve the data. So we have class joins, index joins, and association joins. Okay. So class joins are using matching keys, index joins are using index tables, and association joins using reusable join rules. So these things you can able to understand when we are dealing with joins. Okay, I mean, not, joins are nothing but we can combine the different. We can combine multiple tables and retrieve the data into only one report definition. Okay, and same these are all like same thing, page and class everything. So we can also report the schedule. I can show you how we can report the schedule. Let me show you. I'm launching the user portal. So this is the user portal, and if you see the reports, see I already said that whenever we selected this checkbox, then in this portal we can see the report. Otherwise, we cannot able to see all reports 46. So all reports are 46, right? Let me try to do this thing. We can select anything here based on our requirement. Save. I think whether it is saved or not. Let's check. Recently updated actions. Refresh. Oh, it is not changing. I think we need to check in that thing. Or countries are added. daily timeline step duration. Yes, no, that is not added because that is in private edit, right? So that is not added. So if you want to schedule a report, like business asks us to, I want the report of the sales on the daily basis at the time every day morning 7 a.m. I need that report to be sent by by my mail. Like there is there any requirement? So on the daily basis, if they want a report, like select any one of the report and click on the gear icon. Here you can see the schedule option. If you click on the schedule, see task name. So what is the task name? PY list of continuous. We can change like daily sales report. Okay, and description we can give and which type. I want to have it daily 7 a.m. Only one time recurring task. Recurring means multiple times it needs to be happen. Frequency. I want it is daily, not daily. Daily. Every weekday. If you want to select every weekday, or we can also select every 5 days, like that. And start date and end date. If you want, you can give end date and end way. No, I'm not giving end type. And what is the output? Whether you need it to be have as a PDF and work Excel and send notification to the following user. Here we can adding the mail ID. So whatever the mail ID we have added here and submit the report every day 7 a.m. The daily sales report will be sent as a PDF to the emails what we have given here. So this is how we can schedule the report. If you want to do the same requirement with Java, it will take at least 2 to 3 days of coding. But we have already pre-built functionality available in the PEGA. So this is how we can schedule the report. Scheduling the report is very simple thing. And now a report definition can be called from different places. As we know, one of the places dropdown. On dropdown, we can call the report definition. In activities, we can call the report definition by using px retrieve report to data. One function is there. By using that function, we can call the report definition. We can also use report definition in table layout. Table layout, we have seen that in table layout, we can use the list property or report definition. And we can use some controls like auto complete control also. We can use the report definition. And when we run the report, let's suppose if I run the report, if I run the report directly on the clipboard, py report content page is the page where the report definition data will be stored. Let's suppose run. So it is run. And let's now open the clipboard. Py report content page is the page. If you open, only we have seen only that one page, right? Report. I think it is in private edit. That's why it is not coming. So, but the page will be available. So whenever we run the report, the data will be available on that page. What is the page name? Py report content page is the page where the report, the run report data will be stored. Okay. So this is about basic things about the report definition. So what are the thing? What are the columns that we want? We can retrieve the data from the report, and we can retrieve the report by using filters. And we have the chart options, and we can combine the multiple tables and retrieve the data. And we can make a report definition visible to other user. And it has the function like to save the report into PDF or Excel, or we can schedule the report. Okay. And how many rows to retrieve? So these are all the default things. So at a time the report definition can retrieve 500 rows, and it will take 30 seconds and maximum rows to retrieve. See, not only in report definition, the PEGA clipboard capacity is only 10,000 records. Okay, so only 10,000 records can able to retrieve at a time, and clipboard also will only hold 10,000 records. More than 10,000 records cannot able. So this is one of the drawback of the PEGA. Maybe in future they can increase it to 10, maybe 50,000 like that. And whenever we want to export it, how much time it will take? So before within 30 seconds it needs to be exported. Like that, these are some kind of access settings. Okay, and if you don't want to make it as exporting to Excel or PDF, we can, if you select these checkboxes, we cannot able to make it as exportable. Okay, like this. These are all some settings. So this is some basic kind of things of report definition. So we'll see some of the, like, we'll see one business requirement using the report definition. As of now, a state countries will be displaying by using activity and using obj browse method, right? Now we are going with the state dropdown. Okay, state dropdown is currently we are displaying state dropdown data by using table values which are available in that property itself. Now we are going to use the report definition to fetch the state name by using report definition. Okay, so write down the requirement like working with dropdown and report definition. Make a note. Yes. So first point, create a data type, state organization class. So what are the columns? State code and state name. Second point, modify customer details form. 1 minute. Modify customer details form. State dropdown as described below. So what is the things? First, remove the local list of states property. Remove the local list of state property. Second one, populate state dropdown by using report definition. Third point, create a report definition in organization class. Okay, now we'll see the requirement. So what is the requirement? First, we need to create a data type of states. Data type states const organization data class. Submit. So add fields. So what are the fields? State code and state name, right? State code. We can add another. Submit. And what we need to do next? We need to create a source for this one. So go to records. Click on configure source. We need to select a key. State code is the primary key. I'm selecting and submit. So we know, right? It will create a separate class and database table and report definition and data pages. Okay. So if you want to see, we can see. This is your data. This is the table where the states will be stored. Now we can add the records. Add record. So these are the records. Save this data type. Now, if you want to see the data also, we can go to the DB table. Meanwhile, I'm deleting that uh, localist values in the straight dropdown. Let me. What is the table mapping? PR underscore ICICI underscore data underscore countries. Sorry, states. Underscore HDFC. Oh, ICICI. See data states. Table created. We go to the table. So records are also inserted. Okay. Now go to the states property and remove the local list value. Property data model. Property state private ID. Save as this to new rule set version. ICS 0 to create and open. we need to give almost most uh, understandable comments. So maybe the other developer can able to check what are the changes that made to this rule. Remove local list values. So tomorrow, if another developer came, he can go to the history and simply click on view field history, and he can see the check-in comments. What are the changes that we did and why did we did the changes? He can see that check-in comments. Then he can able to understand about. Okay, this is the good practice. We have removed the states and of course all these things. Now what we need to do? We need to create a report definition. So countries, states. So already we have one report is there, right? Data table editor report, which will fetch the records, whatever the things that we want to do now, it will already, it will fetch the records. But the main here, the thing is here is, we do not touch the data table editor report because it is the image of backend table. Okay. So whatever the report that we are seeing in the data table editor report, that is the image of backend table. So if we did any changes to the table, the data type will also be changed. That's why mostly the data table editor edit report is not recommendable uh, for just referring the data. It is okay, but if you want to do any changes, the data table editor report is not suggestible. But even we are creating it from the scratch, then only we can get to know that report definition, right? So create a report definition. So what is the report definition? Fetch states. So whatever the class that states are available, you need to create the report definition from there only, and create and open. So what are the column that we want? Tell me. State code and state name. Dot state code and dot state name. So we want these both things and save. Integral test case. Okay. So now the report definition is created. Now what we need to do? We need to create it in the section. Sorry, we need to place it in the section. Okay. So go to the customer details and check out state. Open the state property and here change it to the report definition and applies to class. What is the class that report definition is available? ICICI data states, right? States and report definition which states and property for value. Property for value in the sense of state code and property for display text is state name. Same thing when we the same we did for country, right? There also we selected property for value country code. Property for display text is country name. I also shown why we are selecting like that. Property for display text is for UI. Property for value is for the backend clipboard value. State name and include placeholder. Select submit save check in state has been changed to RD. Report definition. Check in. And let's run the flow. Where is the flow? So if you see the state, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Texas, New York, New Jersey. So these are the things that we have given in the report definition. Yes. So this will fetching. Okay. So we are successfully retrieving the data from the report definition. Okay. So if you want to see Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Texas, New York, Jersey, right? So if you want to take confirmation whether then you can run the report, then you should get now. See Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Texas, New York, New Jersey. Okay. So this is how we are using report definition and populating the data onto the onto the drop down by using report definition. Same what we did instead of report definition. There we used the activity obj browse method and we have called it on the drop down itself. So this is alternative for activity. Tomorrow we have still state city is there, right? So city and we have one pending is drop down we have seen as defined property we have seen, and yesterday we have seen a clipboard page and now we have seen the report definition, right? One more thing is data page. Okay, tomorrow we will see how city drop down is can able to display by using data pages. Okay, fine.
Yeah, okay.
So I think we are still at nothing. I think it's 20 maybe. I'll try to covering all the rules, right? So it will take some time. But the thing is, you need to attend the session. We'll try to complete the syllabus at the